Witt throws the basketball away.
Good pass.
Good pass to Alden Ross, lays it up and in. Good assist by Ashton Ferguson.
Murray wants the ball. He's got it rolling to his left. Got some pressure, and he's down. What a
Dark horse for 14th region preseason, so we'll see what happens today.
From LST Johnson Arena on the campus of Morehead State University, I'm Chris Dickerson, along with Reggie Dickerson, Andy Bailey, Jonathan Keaton, and the rest of the MTTV Television Sports crew, welcoming you back to 16th Region High School basketball action. We've been here since Monday evening. We've played through the girls' opening round, through the girls' semifinals, and tonight we have the 16th Region Championship between the Boyd County Lady Lions and the Ashland Kittens. Reggie, we've seen a lot of good girls basketball action here this week. The final two teams are on the floor here, and in about 13 minutes they're going to tip it off, and at the end of this melee, one of these teams will be representing the 16th Region in the Sweet 16.
It should be it'll be a battle for sure, and Boyd County defeated Ashland twice this year, and Ashland got them once. So all close games. But, and I may be wrong once again, but I think Ashland's playing good at the right time, Chris. I think they're playing good at the right time right here in the regional tournament. I think they've hit their stride. They played a good defensive game as I've seen played against Shaylin Steele and her team last night. They held her to, was it 14 points?
She had 22 or 23 points. She was over 20.
But
she had 6 points in the first half.
Yeah, she at the end of the first half, I thought it was 4, but I guess she had 6.
She wound up with 25.
And that's the two-time, and they were defending champions of the 16th region. So,
and she did have 4 in the first half and wound up with 21 in the second half.
Okay. But for them to win that game last night against Russell, I thought was big. Russell had to be the favorite, Chris, coming in here.
Well, sure they was.
As two-time defending champions, and basically the same team back again, you know. So I think Ashland I think they're hot at the right time. And Boyd County wants them, and they want Boyd. There's no love lost between these two schools. And I think it's going to be a dogfight, but I believe Ashland's going to come out on top tonight. I'm not going to say it's going to be the offense that does it, but I'm going to say defensively they might be the better team.
This 16th Region Girls High School Basketball Championship game being brought to you by Appalachian Wireless, Bank of the Mountains, David Ison, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive, Frederick Law Office, PLLC, St. Clair Healthcare, and Skylar Dickerson Realtor, Homeland Realty. As we've done every evening this week, let's take a look at what's going on not only in this region, but in the 14th region as well. On the boys' side of the bracket, last evening at Breathitt County High School in Jackson, the bottom part of the bracket was completed, on Thursday evening it was completed as Breathitt County defeated Knott County Central and Perry County Central defeated Powell County. And we have two excellent semifinal games at Breathitt County High School on Sunday afternoon as Cordia takes on the Estill County Engineers in the upper bracket semifinal, and then the lower part of the bracket for the championship, Reggie, in the semifinals, Breathitt County takes on Perry County Central. That will be an excellent basketball game. Both of those games we'll have on MTTV's cable network on channel 51. Cordia and Estill County will start at 2 o'clock. Breathitt County and Perry County Central will play at 6 p.m. And then the championship game for the boys will be on Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. The girls completed their 14th region play last night with the championship game at Perry County Central High School in Hazard, and Letcher County Central defeated Owsley County 53-52 in overtime. So Letcher County Central will advance to the girls' Sweet 16 to represent the 14th region. So congratulations to Letcher County Central. Here in the 16th region, it's been quite a week of basketball. The boys' first round play is all completed now. They'll come back for semifinal action on Monday evening. Round County defeated Raceland in their first round game 46-20. Elliott County lost to Boyd County 63-58. Bath County Bath County defeated Russell 67-52, and Ashland defeated East Carter 85-41. So that sets up our two semifinal games on Monday evening. Round County will take on Boyd County in the first game at 6:30 p.m. The Vikings at 17-16, Boyd County at 22-7. And in the nightcap of the semifinals on the boys' side, Bath County will take on Ashland. Coach Bart Williams' Bath County Wildcats at 27-4, and the Ashland Tomcats at 24-5. The girls' side of the brackets was finished last night in semifinal play. We had both of those games here on MTTV Channel 2. Boyd County defeated Menifee County last night 57-53, and the Ashland Kittens upset the Russell Red Devils 52-49, and that sets up our championship game here for this evening between Ashland and Boyd County. We're about 8 minutes and 30 seconds away from the official introduction of the starting lineups. Let's go back to the studio for a couple of quick commercials, and I'll be back to give you the starting lineups and some history and facts about the 16th Region Championship game right after this.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing, or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 40 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with both friendly service and the financial products they need to make their day-to-day life just a little bit easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter, so we appreciate those that have chosen us to be their bank and invite those that haven't to stop by and see us at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezell. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
Back here at LST Johnson Arena, we're less than 5 minutes away from the official introduction of the starting lineups, and let's take a look at some of the statistics of these two teams in head-to-head matchup competition, and also some historical data for the 16th Region Girls Side Championship game. Boyd County holds an overall 50-32 edge over Ashland in head-to-head competition since the 2004-2005 season. These two teams have met 4 times in 16th Region Championship games since that time, each team winning 2 and losing 2. The last meeting at this site, the 16th Region Tournament game, was on March the 3rd of 2018. Boyd County defeated Ashland by 3 points, 55-52. As Reggie alluded to earlier, these two teams have met 3 times this year. On January the 21st, they played in Ashland, and hang on, I'm having problems with my head. Can you hear me over there on this? I'm losing my audio. 16th Region Championship games head-to-head since 1999. In 2011, Boyd County defeated Ashland 57-45. In 2012, Ashland returned the favor, defeating Boyd County 55-44. In 2013, Ashland defeated Boyd County 54-52. And in 2018, Boyd County defeated Ashland 55-52. So they've met 4 times for the right to go to the Girls Sweet 16 since 1999, and this will be the 5th time here this evening. We're expecting a good basketball game. Ashland, their overall record in 16th Region Tournament action since 1975, the Kittens are 70-31 overall in championship games. They're 13-8. Boyd County is 55-35 overall in 16th Region Tournament action since 1975. And in championship games, Boyd County is 8-7. Ashland's last 16th Region Championship was in 2015 when they defeated Fleming County 48-41. Boyd County's last championship was in 2019 when they defeated Coach Mandy Lane's Russell Red Devils 63-47. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both of these basketball teams here this evening. First, for the Ashland Kittens, Coach Bill Bradley's Kittens comes into this game with a record of 22-5. And Coach Bradley has one change to his lineup this evening. Kenley Woods will not start tonight, and Ashland will start 5'8" freshman number 2, Kia Robinson, in her place. Robinson averaging 3.4 points per game. 5'6" senior number 20, Lindsey Wallenfels. Lindsey averaging 7.9 points per game. 5'7" sophomore number 21, Ella Sellers. Sellers averaging 11.9 points per game. 5'6" senior number 23, Casey Wallenfels. Casey averaging 6 points per game. She shoots 34.8% from behind the three-point line. And 5'10" senior number 44, Michaela Martin. Martin averaging 12.1 points per game. She pulls down 9.4 rebounds per game to lead the Kittens in that category. So again, for the Ashland Kittens, Kia Robinson, Lindsey Wallenfels, Ella Sellers, Casey Wallenfels, and Michaela Martin rounds out the starting lineup for Coach Bill Bradley and his Ashland Kittens.
I was down on the floor before the game talking to some of the players and spoke with Kenley Woods. And last night she got a separated shoulder in the game that we had last night. She's had some trouble with it all year, and it popped out on her last night. So that's where she's at. She's going to play, but limited action.
For the Boyd County Lions and Coach Pete Fraley, he'll have the same starting lineup he had here last night against Menifee County. 5'9" sophomore number 2, Taylor Bartram. Bartram averaging 10.3 points per game. 5'4" freshman number 10, Isabella Opale. Opale averaging 2.7 points per game. 6 foot sophomore number 11, Jasmine Jordan. She had a heck of a game last night against Menifee County, averaging 10.1 points per game, pulling down 8.2 rebounds to lead Boyd County in that category. 5'6" freshman number 13, Emily Neese. Neese is averaging 9 points per game. And 6 foot sophomore number 23, Audrey Biggs, rounds out the starting lineup for Boyd County. She's their leading scorer at 17.8, their best free throw shooter at 76.8, and their best shooter from the floor at 45.3%. So again for Boyd County, Taylor Bartram, Isabella Opale, Jasmine Jordan, Emily Neese, and Audrey Biggs makes up Coach Pete Fraley's starting lineup for the Boyd County Lions. And let's go to Chuck Rist, the PA announcer for Morehead State University, and his official introduction of the starting lineups.
Morehead State University and the championship game of the girls 16th region basketball tournament. Tonight, for the championship and berth at next week's state tournament at Rupp Arena, the runners-up from the 64th district, the Kittens of Ashland Glacier. The champion of the 64th district, the Lady Lions of Boyd County. Let's meet the starting lineups first for Ashland Glacier. For the Kittens, starting guard, 5'5" freshman, number 1, Bailey Wood. And for the 5'10" sophomore, number 21, Ella Seller. And guard, the 5'5" senior, number 20, Lindsay Weinberg. And guard, the 5'5" senior, number 23, Casey Weinberg. And for the 6'4" senior, number 24, Michaela Martinez. Ashland has a record of 22 wins and 5 losses. Kittens are coached in his 3rd final season by Bill Bradley, assisted by Bill Rick, and Robinson Chase Marks, and Alexis Robinson. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard, Boyd County. For the Lady Lions, starting guard, 5'9" sophomore, number 2, Taylor Barker. And guard, the 5'4" freshman, number 10, Isabella O'Dell. And guard, the 5'6" freshman, number 13, Emily Meek. And for the 6'6" sophomore, number 11, Jasmine Jordan. And for the 6'6" sophomore, number 23, Audrey Bigg. For the Lady has a record of 20 wins and 11 losses. The Lady Lions are coached in his 26th season by Pete Bradley.
Well, Coach Bill Bradley did make a change to his lineup, as Reggie alluded to Kenley Woods and her shoulder injury. She is in the starting lineup for Ashland instead of Kia Robinson. So that's the official introduction of the starting lineups. Both teams are on the floor, and we're less than 60 seconds away from getting this 16th Region Championship game underway here at LST Johnson Arena. Been a beautiful Saturday afternoon all across our region. We hope you've been able to get outside and enjoy some of this beautiful weather. Now it's time to settle in and watch a little bit of girls basketball here to cap off the evening. Michaela Martin moves into the circle for Ashland. She'll jump for the Kittens. For Boyd County, Jasmine Jordan will jump. And Reggie, that's going to be a big matchup between Jordan and Martin. And I tell you, Jordan eat Menifee County up last night.
I think the key to this game is those two players standing there jumping center right now.
Tip controlled by Boyd County.
I think if Martin can hold Jordan in check, Ashland's got a good chance. If they can't, Boyd County may very well win the game.
And East loses the basketball out of bounds, but we'll have a foul on the Kittens here. And that foul's on Ella Sellers, so Sellers picks up a quick foul, the first team foul on the Kittens. And Boyd County will inbounds just underway here in Morehead. Opel floats it out on top to Bartram. Bartram with Wallenfels, drives down in the corner. Jordan, 6-foot jumper, no good. Rebound tapped out, controlled by Opel to Neese. Neese right side of the lane, kicks it to Jordan. Jordan comes back out to Opel, top of the circle. She works left side of the lane, puts a shot up in the lane, good. Isabella Opel with the first 2 points of the game, and Boyd County has a 2-0 lead. Casey Wallenfels loses it. Bartram picks it up. Here comes Boyd County into the front court. Bartram finds Neese, 3-ball right wing, no good. Rebound comes off to Casey Wallenfels. She hands it back to Woods, and Woods will cross the timeline for Ashland. 2-0 Boyd County. Almost 1 minute into the first period here of the girls' championship game. Woods in between the circles. Comes near side, gives it to Sellers. Sellers back to Woods. And Ashland started the game off last night very patient against Russell as well.
Yeah, they're going to be.
A game in the 40s or 50s is more suitable for Ashland. That basketball is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Kittens. So Lindsey Wallenfels to inbounds. She gets it into Martin on the left wing. Martin with Jordan, takes her in the lane, puts a shot up off the glass, and no good. Rebound comes off to Bartram. Here comes Boyd County. 6:33, the clock moving in the first period. Bartram right side of the lane, Jordan in the corner, 12-foot jumper, good.
Got it.
Jasmine Jordan with her first two, and Boyd County scored the first four.
Boy, she had a game last night.
She sure did, and she's picking right up where she left off. Woods right side of the lane, and she's fouled. I believe the foul will be on Opale. We'll see.
Yep.
And it is on Isabella. That's her first team foul on Boyd County. So Kinley Woods, the 5'3" freshman, goes to the free throw line for Ashland. She's their best free throw shooter at 68.6% on the season. First free throw up and no good. Ashland shoots 63.5% as a team. Woods is also Ashland's leading scorer at 12.5 points per game. She splits the pair, has her first point, and she puts the Kittens on the board. Boyd County by 3 as Bartram walks the basketball across the timeline into the front court. She gives it to Audrey Biggs. Biggs right side of the lane around
Good
Sellers.
move.
Puts a shot up, no
she
good.
missed the layup.
Sellers gets the rebound. She gets it to Martin, ahead to Woods. Woods brings it in the lane, kicks it near side. Wallenfels, three. Good.
Got it.
Casey Wallenfels, a good start for her, and the triple for her ties the game at 4. First tie of the game. Biggs in the front court now for Boyd County in between the circles. She gives it to Opale down on the left wing. Bartram saved it inbounds, and it's picked up by Martin, so a turnover for Boyd County. And Woods brings it into the front court for the Kittens. 4-4. Ashland and Boyd County. Sellers top of the key. Works off a Martin screen down the left side of the lane to Wallenfels. Wallenfels drives in the circle, gives it back to Martin. She almost lost it, picks it up. Drives down the left side of the lane, scoop shot up, no good, and that'll be a foul on Jasmine Jordan. So the 6-foot sophomore picks up her first foul. That's the second team foul on Boyd County. And Michaela Martin, the 5'10" senior, goes to the free throw line for Ashland, where she shoots 69.8% on the season. Martin makes the first one. That's her first point of the evening, and Ashland has their first lead at 5-4. She makes them both. Boyd County scored the first 4. Ashland scored the last 6, and the Kittens with a 2-point lead. Bartram in the front court gives it in the corner to Nice. Long three up, no good. And the long rebound taken by Sellers. She gives it to Woods, and Woods will walk it into the front court. So this is the tempo, Reggie, that Ashland wants.
Yeah, it is.
Martin top of the key. Jordan on her. She hands it to Woods. Woods behind the back down the left side of the lane. Bartram hammers her to the ground as she goes up for the shot, and Kinley will go back to the free throw line for 2. So that's the first foul on Bartram, the second team foul on Boyd County. Make it the third team foul on Boyd County. And Kinley Woods goes back to the free throw line. Misses her first one. And you have to wonder how much that shoulder injury is affecting her, especially her shot tonight.
It has to be.
It was hurting her last night, you could tell.
Yeah, she said it popped completely out of socket.
She misses them both, and she was out here an hour before the game shooting a lot of shots up at the top of the key. So the score remains 6-4. Boyd County with the basketball. Bartram gets it to Nice on the right wing. She drives down on the block, puts a runner up and good. Emily Nice with the bucket. Her first 2 points, and we're tied at 6. Woods crosses the timeline for Ashland, floats it over to Sellers on the left wing. Sellers gets it down to Martin on the block, back to Sellers in the corner, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound comes off to Biggs for Boyd County. Audrey brings it into the front court herself. Top of the key, left side of the lane, 12-foot runner, no good. And the rebound comes off to Sellers for Ashland. Ella brings it into the front court. Gives it to Woods. And Woods will back it out. 3:32 on a moving clock left here in the first period. All even at 6. Sellers looking for Martin, gives it to Wallenfels, back to Sellers. Martin comes out to get it on the right wing. Cross court Sellers. Down on the block, shot up, blocked by Jordan, out of bounds, and it'll stay with Ashland. So Kinley Woods will inbounds for the Kittens. She floats it out on top to Wallenfels. That ball's knocked out of bounds by Opel. It'll stay with Ashland. Woods in between the circles. Gives it to Martin. Martin back to Woods on the right wing. Martin in the lane, drives around Jordan, puts a shot up off the glass, no good. Biggs with the rebound. Into the front court comes Biggs for Boyd County. We're all tied at 6. Clock down under 3 minutes now left here in the first period. And at the next dead ball, we'll have a media timeout as Gully comes to the scorer's table. She'll check in for Ashland. Bartram, runner in the lane, no good. Rebound Biggs. She goes back up and she's fouled. And Audrey will go to the free throw line, and this should bring us to the media timeout. Casey Wallenfels picks up the foul for the Kittens. We have a media timeout with 2:32 left in the first period. We'll take it with them. When we come back to Ellis T. Johnson Arena, we're all even, Boyd County and Ashland, 6-6. We'll be back. .232 left in the first period. Audrey Biggs goes to the free throw line for Boyd County, and we're all even at 6. The 6-foot sophomore shoots 76.8% on the season, and she makes her first one. That's the first point for Biggs, and that puts Boyd County back on top, 7-6. Biggs makes them both. That basketball kissed all 4 sides of the rim before it fell through. 8-6, 2-point lead. Gully has it taken away from her. Bartram coming the other way, flips it up off the glass and in. That's the first 2 points for Bartram, and Boyd County's back out to a 4-point lead. That's not the pace Ashland wants to play. Wallenfels in the corner, 3 up and good. And Casey Wallenfels with the triple. She can shoot the basketball. That's 2 3-pointers for her here in the first period. And she pulls Ashland to within 1 at 10-9. Bartram with Wallenfels on her, goes right side, gives Biggs, top of the circle. Biggs near side, Opel finds Neese on the baseline, flips it into Jordan. She spins on Martin, blocks it, and they'll call the foul on Michaela Martin. That'll be her first, I believe, and the 3rd team foul on Ashland. And Jasmine Jordan, the 6-foot sophomore, goes to the free throw line for Boyd County. She shoots 71.4% on the season. Boyd County shooting 65.8% from the line as a team. Jordan makes the first one. That's 3 points for her. And Sophia Stevens checks into the lineup for Boyd County. Kia Robinson at the scores table for Ashland. She'll check in momentarily, probably. Jordan makes both of the free throws.
Robinson is a defender, I can tell you. She done an excellent job on steal.
She did. Jaden Gully played a heck of a basketball game for Ashland.
She has every
game.
game.
And she's fouled as she tries to split the double team, and we'll see who the Boyd County fouls on. I believe that's on Opale.
But that's 2, isn't it?
And that was on Opale. It is 2 fouls on her. And Jenna Stewart just checked into the lineup for Opale. So Gully brings it into the front court for Ashland. She comes near side to Sellers. Sellers looked at Martin, finds Robinson in the corner. Her three's no good, and the rebound comes off to Jordan. Jordan gets it to Stevens. She gives it to Bartram, and Bartram brings it into the front court. From behind her, it's batted away, and a turnover is picked up by Martin. Here comes Kia Robinson. Robinson to Gully. Left wing Wallenfels. Back to Gully, top of the key. Near side Sellers, open 3-ball on the way. Good. Ella Sellers with the triple. If she gets hot, that'll be good for Ashland.
Yeah, it will.
And we're tied again at 12.
She's an excellent shooter, Chris. She struggled a little bit last night, but she's got a pretty shot.
She struggled from the field, but she was making her free throws. She didn't make a field goal last night.
Probably won the game with her free throw shooting last night.
Jordan with the basketball for Boyd County. Clock down to 40 seconds now. She drives on Martin, flips it off the glass, no good. Stewart with the rebound. Stevens puts it back up, no good. Martin had the rebound. She was knocked to the ground by Bartram, and it goes out of bounds. And the foul will be called on Bartram.
I thought Ashland matched up better against Boyd than I think Martin makes the difference inside for Ashland.
She really does. Audrey Biggs checks back into the lineup for Boyd County, and Jordan goes to the bench. And Ashland has the basketball in a game that's knotted at 12 as the clock winds down under 30 seconds left here in the first period. Gully brings it into the front court. She goes to the left wing with Stewart on her, gives it to Sellers. 3-ball on the way, no good.
Boy, she's close on every one of them, isn't she?
And that basketball's out of bounds, will go over to Boyd County. Yeah, that ball just barely caught the front of the rim.
It did.
Bartram checks back into the lineup for Boyd County. And Jada Ray goes to the bench that had checked in just a few moments ago for Boyd County. Clock down under 15 seconds now as Bartram crosses the timeline. Clock down to 6.
A little double team out here. Didn't get the shot off.
So we come to the end of the first period. Nothing decided yet. We're all square.
It would be like this.
Boyd County 12, Ashland 12, and we'll be back to Ellis T. Johnson Arena right after this.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing, or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Both teams shot 33% from the floor in the first period. Ashland was 50% from the free throw line on 3 of 6. Ashland out-rebounded. Boyd County out-rebounded Ashland 10-5, and we're all even on the scoreboard at 12. Casey Wallenfels leads Ashland in scoring with 6, and Jordan leads Boyd County in scoring with 4. Second period just underway. Gully with the basketball, tried to get it to Robinson, and it's picked off by Neese. Neese in the lane spins. Gully blocked that.
Foul on Martin.
And the foul will be called on Michaela Martin, and that's her second. Ashland can ill afford to get her in foul trouble. Neese throws it inbounds to Biggs, and Biggs hands it to Ray. Ray, Jordan, Neese, Biggs, and Stewart on the floor for Boyd County. Robinson, Gully, Sellers, Wallenfels, and Martin on the floor for Ashland to start the second period. Jordan misses her shot, but it's put back up by Stewart, no good. Sellers had her hands on it. She was knocked to the ground, and it goes out of bounds, and who will they point it to Ashland.
And Martin come close to picking up that third foul, Chris, on the shot. You'll see Robinson move over now to guard Jordan.
And Lindsey Wallenfels just checked into the lineup for Ashland, and Martin will go to the bench with those two fouls. So into the front court comes Gully. She comes near side to Wallenfels, back to Gully, top of the key. Lindsey Wallenfels on the right wing, Gully top of the circle. Back to Lindsey, Gully in between the circles again. To Casey Wallenfels, fakes a three, drives inside the circle, 16-foot jumper, no good, rebound Jordan. Here comes Biggs for Boyd County, cross the timeline. Inside the circle, on the block, shot up off the glass and in for Audrey Biggs. Biggs with 4 points in the game, and Boyd County's back up by 2, 14-12. Gully finds Sellers on the left wing. She comes cross court to Wallenfels in the corner. The Wallenfels sisters back to Gully at the top of the key. Sellers brings the ball near side now, picks up her dribble. 3 ball on the way for Casey Wallenfels, and she makes it.
Man.
She has a hat trick here in the first half. That's her third triple already. And Ashland's back on top by 1, 15-14.
All three from the same spot, too.
Ashland already with 4 3-point buckets in this game. Ashland shooting 4 of 7 from behind the 3-point line for 57.1%. As Bartram and Stevens checks back into the lineup for Boyd County. And it looks like Stewart and Ray will go to the bench. So Neese to inbounds. Gets it into Bartram. 6:04 on the moving clock left here in the first half. Ashland by 1. Neese top of the circle. Wallenfels on her. She drives down the right side of the lane, and Wallenfels deflects that off, and Neese out of bounds over to Ashland. So a good play by Wallenfels. And Ashland will have the basketball and try to build on this 1-point lead. Gully into the front court. Takes a long three, no good.
There's
Robinson with the rebound. It's loose on the floor, picked up by Sellers, and Ella's fouled and will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So Ashland crashing the boards now. Jasmine Jordan picks up her second foul. And Ella Sellers, the 5'7" sophomore, goes to the free throw line where she shoots 62.3% on the season. Sellers makes her first. That's 4 points for Ella. And the Ashland leads 2, 16-14. Stewart checks back into the lineup for Boyd County. Sellers' second free throw was no good, and Biggs gets the rebound. So Bartram brings it into the front court. Boyd County's out rebounding Ashland 13-6 so far here in the first half. But they trail on the scoreboard by 2. Biggs in the lane, and Sellers is going to be called for the foul. That'll be personal foul number 2 on Ella Sellers. And that's the 15 foul. So Audrey Biggs goes back to the free throw line for Boyd County. She's already made 2. And she's made her first 3. And she has 5 points in the game. Biggs now leads Boyd County in scoring. And she ties it up as she banks her 6th point, and we're all even again at 16. So this is exactly what we expected we'd have when it started. Back and forth we go. Gully to Wallenfels on the left wing. She picks her dribble up, tries to find Sellers, but throws it away. And that's turnover number 4 on Ashland.
She knows it too.
So Biggs hands it back to Bartram, and she'll walk it across the timeline for Boyd County. Clock getting ready to roll down, under 5 minutes left in the first half. Wallenfels on Bartram. Bartram kicks it to Neese. Right wing, long three, no good. Scully with the rebound. They was all over her, but she comes away with the basketball somehow and brings it into the front court. Gully gets it to Wallenfels on the left wing. Lindsay thought about a three, didn't take it, gives it back to Gully. Gully will back it out. Stewart's on her. She drives, fakes a drive into the lane, now backs it out again. Gully gives it to Sellers. She fakes a three, back to Gully, just left of the top of the circle. Three ball, no good. Gully gets her own rebound in the lane. 14-foot runner, no good. Robinson had her hands on it. Bartram comes away with it, and she's fouled by Lindsay Wallenfels.
Yeah, that was a foul, blocking foul.
So Lindsay Wallenfels picks up her first personal foul. That's team foul number 6 on the Kittens. So for the last 4:08 of the first half, both of these teams will be in the bonus. Bartram comes across the timeline for Boyd County. Clock down under 4 minutes now. Gets Stewart on the right wing. Stewart finds Biggs on the block. She spins on
Good
Robinson.
move.
Misses her shot. And Kia Robinson with the rebound for Ashland.
I like Robinson. She's aggressive. Telling you she is.
Into the front court comes Sellers for Ashland. Back to Gully. Gully in the corner, Wallenfels. She swings it back to Gully. Comes near side Sellers. Gully with the basketball. Gives it to Lindsay Wallenfels. Back to Gully. Sellers comes out to pick the basketball up. Finds Robinson in the lane. She spins on Stevens. Misses the shot, and Stevens gets the rebound. Biggs into the front court for Boyd County. In the lane she goes. 15-foot jumper, good.
Got it.
Audrey Biggs with 8.
Audrey
and Boyd
Biggs
County's
is
back
having
up
a good
by 2.
half here for Boyd County.
She was pretty silent last night, Reggie. If
Yep.
she gets hot, that'll be big for Boyd County. Gully in the front court backs it out now. The clock down under 3 minutes. We'll have a media timeout at the next dead ball. Wallenfels drives on Stevens, and that's a charge called on Casey Wallenfels. So that's the second foul on Casey Wallenfels, the 7th team foul on Ashland, and at the 2:52 mark, we'll have a media timeout, and we'll take it with them when we come back to LST Johnson Arena. We've got a good one, folks. 18-16 Boyd County, and we'll be back to Morehead right after this.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
Eighteen to 16, Boyd County with a 2-point lead, 2:52 left in the first half, and these two teams have went back and forth. We've been tied 4 times. We've had 4 lead changes. Boyd's biggest lead's been 4 at 10-6, and Ashland's largest lead was 2 at 6-4. So into the front court comes Bartram.
No, it's Opel.
Or it's Opel with the
Bartram's
basketball. Yes, Bartram's out. Opel gets it to Stevens on the baseline. She puts a shot
Got
up
it.
over Sellers and in. So Sophia Stevens with her first 2 points, and the lead's 4 again for Boyd County, 20-16. Sellers fakes a 3, drives around Stewart, gives it to Gully. Neese on Gully, comes to Wallenfels, down on the block to Robinson, and Biggs blocks that out of bounds. Audrey Biggs rejects that basketball out. And Ashland will inbounds underneath their own basket as Michaela Martin checks back into the lineup for Casey Wallenfels. Gully to inbounds underneath the basket. She floats it out on top to Sellers. Back to Gully in the corner. 3-ball on the way. That's off.
It's not close.
And Biggs with the rebound for Boyd County.
Biggs has had an excellent first half, Chris.
Biggs gets it to Opel, and she'll walk it across the timeline into the front court. Gully will come out to pick her up. Neese with the basketball back to Opel. Far side Stewart. Stewart finds Stevens in the circle, picks her dribble up, looks for Biggs, finds her on the post. She puts it up over Robinson, no good, and Kia Robinson with the rebound. 1:47 now, the clock continues to grind as Gully comes into the front court for Ashland. Near side Wallenfels. Back to Gully, top of the key. Sellers on the left wing. Looking at Martin, gives it back to Gully.
Robinson's got a mismatch here on Opel.
Sellers finds Wallenfels in the corner. Lindsay's three's no good, and Jenna Stewart with the rebound for Boyd County. She gets it to Opel. Opel comes across the timeline, top of the key, finds Stevens left wing, back to Stewart. Stewart to Biggs. She comes out to get the basketball, and she'll back it out. Pulls up with a three, right wing, no good. Rebound Martin.
That's
for
got to be
Ashland.
over
Has
the
to
back.
be a foul, and they'll call the foul on Stevens for Boyd County. So Sophia Stevens, the 6-foot sophomore, picks up the foul. That's her first, and we'll walk to the other end to shoot free throws, and Michaela Martin will go to the free throw line for Ashland. She's been there once. She made both of her free throws earlier.
She needs these two here.
She's 69.8% on the season. Ashland's 4 of 8 from the free throw line in the first half. And those 4 missed free throws would have this game even right now. Martin makes the first. She's got 3 points in the game now, all 3 of those from the free throw line.
Chris, free throws and turnovers. Whoever wins that battle tonight could very well win this game.
Martin makes them both. She's got 4 points now. And the clock's going to go down under a minute as Audrey Biggs walks the basketball into the front court for Boyd County.
Boyd County's a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Ashland 6 of 10.
Stewart throws it away. Gully picked it off, but Stewart picks Gully back. And Boyd County has the basketball. Opel to Biggs on the left wing. Fakes a three, drives around Sellers. Sellers knocks it away, and they'll call the foul on Ella Sellers. And that'll be 3 personal fouls on Sellers now. So Audrey Biggs goes back to the free throw line for Boyd County. 76.8% on the season. She's 4 of 4 from the free throw line in the first half. She has 8 points in total. And she's Boyd County's leading scorer. Casey Wallenfels leads Ashland in scoring with 9. And Casey just checked back into the lineup as Biggs makes that second free throw. And Mackenzie Moore checks into the lineup for Boyd County for the first time this evening.
Ashland's going to take a timeout.
So Ashland takes a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll get in a quick commercial, and we'll be right back to Morehead.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing, or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
The Boyd County pep band playing in the background. We have 39.3 seconds left in the first half, and Boyd County has a 3-point lead, 21-18, in what's been an excellent first half of basketball. This game's been tied 4 times. We've had 4 lead changes. Boyd County's led by 4 was their high mark. Ashland's biggest lead's been 2. Gully comes into the front court for the Kittens. Clock down under 30 seconds now. And Ashland appears to be holding for the last shot of the half.
I know who I would like to take it if I was coach. It'd be Wallenfels.
She's standing over in the left corner.
She had her right
Martin
there.
takes the three.
She had Wallenfels open on the.
Misses at the rebound by Stevens, and that's going to be the end of the first half. So the end of the first half here at LST Johnson Arena. We're halfway home toward crowning a 16th region championship here tonight. Boyd County with a 3-point lead, 21-18 over Ashland. We'll go back to the studio for a couple of minutes of commercials, and I'll be back to give you all the halftime statistics and get you ready for second half action here on MTTV Channel 2.
For over 40 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with both friendly service and the financial products they need to make their day-to-day life just a little bit easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter, so we appreciate those that have chosen us to be their bank and invite those that haven't to stop by and see us at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezell. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank.
The Boyd County Pep Band plays Sweet Caroline as we're back here at LST Johnson Arena. Halftime, and Boyd County leads Ashland 21-18. Let's take a look at some of the official statistics here in the first half. First in individual scoring for Boyd County. They were led by Audrey Biggs with 9 points. Biggs was 2 of 7 from the floor, 5 of 6 from the charity stripe, and Biggs pulled down 5 rebounds to go with her 9 points. Jasmine Jordan had 4 points for Boyd County on 1 of 4 shooting from the floor, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Jordan pulled down 3 rebounds to go with her 4 points. 4 players had 2 points each for Boyd County. Bartram with 2 on 1 of 2 shooting from the floor, 2 rebounds to go with her 2 points. Isabella Opel with 2 points. She made her only field goal attempt in the first half and pulled down 1 rebound to go with her 2 points. Emily Neese with 2 points on 1 of 4 shooting from the floor, 0 of 3 from behind the 3-point line. And 2 points for number 5, Sophia Stevens. Stevens was 1 of 2 from the field, and she pulled down 2 rebounds to go with her 2 points and round out the 21 points in scoring for Boyd County. For the Ashland Kittens, they were led in scoring by Casey Wallenfels with 9 points. Wallenfels was 3 of 4 from the floor, 3 of 3 from behind the 3-point line. And Wallenfels leads Ashland in scoring with 9 in the first half. Ella Sellers with 4 points on 1 of 4 shooting from the floor. Sellers was 1 of 3 from behind the three-point line, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and Ella pulled down 4 rebounds to go with her 4 points. Michaela Martin with 4 points for Ashland. She didn't make a field goal. She missed all 3 shots from the floor, but she was perfect from the charity stripe on 4 of 4, and Martin had 2 rebounds to go with her 4 points. 1 point for Kenley Woods, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Woods had 2 assists to go with her 1 point, and that rounds out the 18 points in scoring for Coach Bill Bradley's Ashland Kittens. Team statistics in the first half: Ashland shot 21% on 4 of 19 from the floor. They was 33% from behind the three-point line on 4 of 12, 60% from the charity stripe. On 6 of 10, the Kittens committed 5 turnovers. Boyd County turned those into 4 points on their end of the floor. Ashland with 12 rebounds, 9 of those on the defensive end of the floor. 1 second chance point, 1 point off the bench, no points in the paint, no fast break points, no blocks, 3 steals and 4 assists on Ashland's 4 field goals in the first half. For the Boyd County Lions, they shot 35% from the floor on 7 of 20, 0 of 4 from behind the three-point line. The Lions were 88% from the free throw line in the first half on 7 of 8. Boyd County committed 4 turnovers. Ashland turned those into 6 points on their end of the floor. Boyd County out-rebounded Ashland 18-12, and Boyd County with 14 defensive rebounds in the first half. 4 second chance points for Boyd County, 2 points off the bench, 6 points in the paint, no fast break points, 1 block, 3 steals, and 2 assists on the 7 field goals for Boyd County. This game was tied 4 times. We had 4 lead changes in the first half. Boyd County's largest lead was 4 at 10-6. Ashland's largest lead was 2 at 6-4. The teams split the first period at 12-12. Boyd County outscored Ashland 9-6 in the second period, and that's where we stand right now at halftime, 21-18 Boyd County. We're about 3 minutes and 30 seconds away from getting the second half underway. We'll go back to the studio for a couple of minutes of commercials, and I'll be back to LST Johnson Arena for all the second half action right here on MTTV Channel 2.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing, or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 40 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with both friendly service and the financial products they need to make their day-to-day life just a little bit easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter, so we appreciate those that have chosen us to be their bank and invite those that haven't to stop by and see us at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezell. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank.
The Ashland Pep Band in the background as we're 5 seconds away from getting the second half underway. Boyd County with a 3-point lead, 21-18.
These bands have even went at it tonight.
Boy, I tell you what, they have 2 excellent pep bands.
They do.
So here we go with the second half. Boyd County will have the basketball first. Bartram, Opel, Jordan, Neese, and Biggs on the floor to start the second half for Boyd County. Looks like Gully, both Wallenfels
they're going
girls.
to get a foul on Martin, I believe.
Sellers and Martin
They
on
sure
the floor
did.
for Ashland. She just picked up number 3.
Oh, that's a bad foul.
So now both Martin and Ella Sellers with 3 fouls for Ashland.
That could play big in this game right here.
Biggs gets the basketball in the lane, kicks it to Opel. She'll put
Got
up
it.
the 3 and got it. Isabella Opel drains the 3. She has 5 in the game, and that's the biggest lead for Boyd County at 6.
And Chris, Woods must really be hurting to not be in this game for Ashland.
Long 3, Lindsay Wallenfeld's no good. And the ball went off of Biggs out of bounds, but they called
They
a
just
foul
called
on
the
Ashland,
fourth
and that was
foul
on
on her.
Martin.
Oh, I thought they called on Biggs.
It was on Ella Sellers. That's Sellers' 4th foul.
Wow. That
So now
changes-
Sellers has 4 fouls, and Martin,
That changes everything.
they're still showing. No, that was the 4th foul on Martin. Now they've changed it to Martin here on the official score. So Martin with 4 fouls for Ashland. Biggs with the jumper, 15-footer, good. Audrey Biggs in double digits with 11, and Boyd County's pushed out to an 8-point lead, 26-18.
Ashland's missing Kenley Woods at the point.
Not
Chris.
the way Coach Bill Bradley wanted the second half to start for the Kittens. He takes a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. Let's get in a quick commercial, and we'll be back to Morehead right after this.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing. Or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Ashland takes a 30-second timeout as Boyd County's raced out to an 8-point lead, 26-18. 34 seconds into the third period here in Morehead. So again for Ashland, Ella Sellers has 3 fouls. Martin has 4 fouls, and Martin's on the bench now as Kia Robinson's back into the lineup for Ashland. Gully in between the circles, Opel on her. Kicks
Good
it down
pass.
to Robinson. Her shot up off the glass, no
She's
good.
got to hit that.
Sellers rebound back up, no good. Jordan with the rebound for Boyd County. And Sellers ties up Bartram. And the possession arrow points to Ashland.
They got a break there. They needed that.
So they missed 2 shots right underneath the basket, but they'll retain possession of the basketball. Gully will inbounds. She's going to have to hurry. She tried to get it into Sellers, then it's deflected and stolen. Here comes Neese. Right side of the lane, Sellers sets up for the charge, and they call it. Sellers set right up, pulled right up for the charge, and Neese obliged her, ran right over top of her, and the foul's on Emily Neese. That's her first. First team foul of the second half on Boyd County.
Those can go either way, and Ashland's fortunate that it went the way it went, because that would have put 4 on Sellers also. Ashland needs a bucket bad, Chris.
Yeah, they do. Gully gives it to Wallenfeld. Still Robinson in the corner. Ella Sellers 3, no good. Scramble for the basketball. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boyd County.
I'm going to tell you, I mean, Ashland is flat right now, and you can see it, and Boyd County's got the momentum.
Boyd County's scored the first 5 points here in the third period to push this out to an 8-point lead. Gully in the front court gives it to Wallenfels. Back to Gully in between the circles. Gully works right side, right through Robinson's hands, and Jordan intercepts that pass. Here comes Bartram into the front court. Kicks it to Biggs on the wing. She drives down the lane. 3-foot floater up, no good. Rebound comes off to Casey Wallenfels. Biggs takes it away from her and puts it in. Biggs with 13 points now.
10-point lead now.
And it's 28-18 Boyd County.
He's got to come back with Martin. He knows it too.
And she's coming back to the scorers table right now. Gully in between the circles. Gives it to Sellers. 15-foot jumper. Ella's fouled. And she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
They've got Ashland on the ropes.
So Isabella Opel picks up her 3rd foul for Boyd County. 2nd team foul. Sellers at the free throw line for Ashland. She's 1 of 2 there this evening. Makes the first one. Martin checks back into the lineup for Ashland. Sellers with 5 points now, make it 6. And the lead's cut to 8, 28-20.
They needed those 2 points.
Yeah, they did. Now they need to stop here.
Got to be so careful for Martin not to pick up that 5th foul.
Bartram gives it to Biggs on the left wing. She drives around Robinson, puts a shot up off the glass and in. And Martin just had to back off and let her go. Biggs with 15 points now, and Boyd County's up by 10, 30-20. Matches their biggest lead. Gully and Sellers place catch. Now Sellers will come in between the circles. Gives it to Gully on the right wing down to Martin. Martin spins on Jordan, picks up her dribble, hits Sellers, top of the key, fakes a 3. Wallenfels left wing, drives down on the baseline, 8-foot jumper, no good. Biggs with the rebound for Boyd County. Audrey into the front court. Robinson picks her up at the top of the key, and she'll back it out. Gives it to Bartram. Bartram drives right side of the lane, gives it to Opel, 10-foot jumper, no good. Long rebound chased down by Robinson. Kia into the front court for Ashland. Bartram comes up behind her, gives it to Gully. Back to Robinson, long 3, left wing, no good. Biggs rebound for Boyd County.
Ashland's starting to force some shots now, Chris.
Biggs down the lane around Martin, flips it up off the glass, no good.
It should have been a foul on Jordan.
And the basketball goes out of bounds off of Jordan to Ashland. And you're right, Reggie. Ashland Boyd County's playing with a lot more energy here in the 3rd period than Ashland is.
They just got the momentum, and Ashland looks flat.
Sellers into the front court. She's on the point now. Let's see what Ella can do with the basketball. She gets it to Martin. Martin drives in the lane, puts a shot up over Jordan, no good. And Opel with the rebound for Boyd County. She gives it back to Bartram. And Taylor will walk it across the timeline. Clock down under 4 minutes now left in the 3rd period. Opel on the left wing. Top of the key, Jordan. She fakes a 3, gives it to Bartram on the wing, down to Biggs on the block. Misses a shot underneath. Robinson with the rebound. She gets it to Gully. And Gully will hurriedly bring the basketball into the front court. Finds Sellers on the wing, back to Gully, top of the key, 3 on the way, no good. Robinson was fouled underneath, no call. Here comes Bartram into the front court to Opel. 15-foot jumper, right side, good. Opel with 7, and Boyd County's leads 12.
They got Ashland reeling, Chris.
32-20. Ashland has absolutely no answer right now.
And there's not that much difference in these 2 teams, but Boyd County just got the momentum. Every shot's falling for them. Ashland can't buy one right now.
Sellers in the free throw lane, triple team, back to Gully, in the corner to Robinson. Robinson back to Gully. Sellers, left wing, she traveled.
She did.
Turnover number 9 for the Kittens. And we're down under 3 minutes, so we'll have the media timeout for the 3rd period. 2:46 left in the 3rd quarter. Boyd County's ballooned out to a 12-point lead, 32-20. And we'll be back to LST Johnson Arena right after this.
For over 40 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with both friendly service and the financial products they need to make their day-to-day life just a little bit easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter, so we appreciate those that have chosen us to be their bank and invite those that haven't to stop by and see us at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezell. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank.
Back here to Morehead, 32-20, Boyd County with a 12-point lead. They led by 3 at halftime, Reggie, and it's been all lines here in the third period.
Yeah, Boyd County's took control of this game, can go up 15 with a 3 and 14 with just a bucket.
Biggs finds Jordan on the block. She spins, puts the shot up and in, and they are up by 14.
And Martin can't do nothing about it.
She can't do anything.
No,
she's a liability in the lane right now for them on defense. Martin in the lane, kicks it back in the corner to Wallenfels. Casey drives in the lane, finds Martin on the block. She puts a scoop shot up under the glass.
Boy, they needed that bucket.
6 points for Martin now. And the lead's 12, 34-22. And again, Martin is a liability in the lane on defense, and Boyd County knows it, Reggie. They're going right at her.
They're going to go at her.
They're going right at her.
They're going to go at her every time they can. There's a turnover.
Bartram throws it away. So Boyd County turnover number 6. And Ashland will try to cut this lead to 10 or even into single digits with the triple on this trip. Clock down under 2 minutes. Sellers just inside the three-point line, and she's fouled. And will go to the free throw line for 2. That foul's on Bartram for Boyd County. And that's 3 fouls on Taylor Bartram now. Third team foul on Boyd County. And Sellers goes to the free throw line where she's 3 of 4 this evening. First free throw up and good. Ella with 7 points now. And the lead's down to 11, 34-23. Sellers misses the second one. Jordan chases down the long rebound for Boyd County. Clock down under a minute 50 as Biggs comes into the front court, finds Neese on the left wing. She'll put up a 3. Rattles off the front of the arm, no good. Stevens chased the rebound down to Biggs in the corner to Stewart. Stewart double teamed, and she'll be fouled. Her timeout will be called. So Coach Bill Bradley calls a timeout because actually it's for Boyd County. It's a 30-second timeout.
Yep.
A minute 36 left here in the third period. So this basketball game at halftime was 21-18 Boyd County, and Boyd County's outscored Ashland 13-5 here in the third period.
I think Ashland's going to make one more run at it. Now, whether or not it's going to be enough to get over the top, I don't know. But Ashland gained a little bit of momentum right there before this timeout and had Boyd County trapped here in the corner. The coach was wise enough to get a timeout and get things back under control. So we'll see what happens. But I think Ashland might make a run. I just don't know if they're going to have enough. And they're one foul away from having to play a completely different basketball game.
Audrey Biggs leads Boyd County in scoring with 15 points. Casey Wallenfels leads Ashland with 9. Jordan gets the basketball inbounds back to Stevens. Now Stevens to Biggs. Biggs will back it out as we're down under a minute 30 now left in the third period.
Oh, wide open.
Stevens puts a shot up off the glass and in, and she was wide open down on the baseline.
Yeah, Gully just walked away and left her.
Stevens with 4 points, and the lead's back to 13, 36-23. Gully gives it to Sellers. Sellers in the corner to Wallenfels. Back to Sellers on the wing. Wallenfels in the corner. Casey back to Sellers. She'll take a 3 just left side of the circle, air ball, and it goes out of bounds over to Boyd County. So we're down under a minute now left in the third period. In what's been an excellent third period for Coach Pete Fraley in Boyd County. Neese with the basketball gives it to Biggs. She brings it around Gully into the front court. That was a walk on Stevens, no call. Biggs left side of the lane, puts a shot up, no good. And Wallenfels comes away with a basketball for Ashland. Jordan.
That had to be.
There had to be a foul somewhere. Here comes Neese into the front court for Boyd County, and now they'll call a foul on Gully after all of that. So Gully picks up her first personal foul, and that's the third team foul on Ashland. And at 34.7 left on the clock, Neese inbounds it to Biggs. Biggs walks the basketball all the way across court, backs it out to the timeline. Gully's on her. She works to her left, picks up her dribble, and throws it through the hands of Jenna Stewart out of bounds. So a turnover for Boyd County. They're getting just a little bit sloppy. That's 7 turnovers on Boyd County now. And here comes Martin back into the lineup for Ashland. They're going to make her wait now. Gully in the front court gives it to Robinson. Robinson in the lane. Biggs deflects that out of bounds. Now Martin will check back into the lineup for Ashland. And Lindsey Wallenfels will go to the bench. Gully to inbounds. Tried to get it into Robinson. Stewart knocked that basketball out of bounds. It'll stay with Ashland. 9.6 seconds is all we've got left in the third period. Now Gully will inbounds. She gets it into Martin. Martin kicks it out to Wallenfels. Top of the key three, no good. Jordan with the rebound for Boyd County. Picked off by Martin. Her shot up, no good, and we come to the end of the third period as bodies fly everywhere.
That's got to be a foul.
The end of 3 periods here at Morehead. Boyd County's 8 minutes away from winning the 16th region and advancing to the Sweet 16 at Rupp Arena if they can hang on to this lead. 36-23 Boyd County, and we'll be back to Morehead right after this.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing. Or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Well, at the end of the third quarter, after we went away for a commercial break, a technical foul was called on the Ashland bench as Michaela Martin was absolutely mugged on the Ashland end of the floor at the buzzer, and no foul was called. Audrey Biggs will shoot the technical free throw. She misses the first one.
They took her to the locker room. She's bleeding.
I wouldn't doubt what she won't have to have stitches after that league.
Well, her face, she's got a...
Biggs makes the second technical free throw.
I couldn't believe it.
So the lead's 14 now for Boyd County, and that was terrible. I don't care who you're for, Warren. I'm impartial in this game. It doesn't matter either way, but that was a terrible no call. Boyd County inbounds now off the technical foul.
This
we start the fourth period.
If anything, it will fire Ashland up. This will.
Biggs at the top of the key. Gully on her. This game's really getting physical now.
Well, they're going to eat the clock, so
they've got a 14-point lead. They're in no hurry. Biggs drives around Gully, kicks it in the corner.
Oh,
Jordan hits the 12-foot jumper. Jordan with 8 points now, and the lead's 16, 39-23. Robinson, 3-ball right wing, no good. Jordan with the rebound. Sellers ties her up, and I think they'll call foul on Sellers. And that'll be Ella's 4th foul. So both Sellers and Martin with 4 fouls each for Ashland. Ashland with 4 team fouls now. Boyd County has 3 team fouls here in the second half. Opeo gets it across the timeline to Stevens. She finds Jordan down under the bucket, and Jordan puts it in. She's in double digits now with 10, and the lead's 18. Robinson And Jordan fouls Kia Robinson. Robinson will go to the free throw line. And for Jordan, that'll be her third foul for Boyd County.
Martin's still not out of the locker room, Chris.
So Kia Robinson goes to the free throw line where she shoots 50% on the season. She's not been to the free throw line tonight. She misses the first.
Man, Ashland's cold. I've never seen him that cold.
Ashland now for the game is shooting 16% from the field as Robinson misses both of those free throws.
Yeah,
Ashland is 5 of 31 from the field.
Yeah, that's the problem right there. 16.1% compared to Boyd County's 45%.
Stevens with the basketball for Boyd County. Gives it to Opel. She goes back to Bartram. Clock down under 6:25 now. Boyd County nursing an 18-point lead. Gully picks up the basketball for Ashland, and we'll have a Boyd County foul, and that's on Stevens.
Well, Ashland assistant coach, the coach didn't get the technical, the assistant did. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with getting a technical foul sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's needful.
Into the front court comes Ashland. Sellers with the basketball to Gully at the top of the key. Back to Sellers. She'll take a three, and she misses it. And the rebound comes off the Biggs for Boyd County.
She's 1 for 7 from the field tonight.
41-23. Clock down under 6 minutes now left in the basketball game. And Boyd County's just milking the clock now.
Well, I mean, that's basketball.
That's right. Jordan on the block puts a shot up off the glass and in. Jordan has 12 now, and the lead's 20, 43-23. Sellers is fouled on the floor, I believe, before the shot. I think that foul may have been on Opel. If it was, it'll be her fourth. It's on Bartram, and that's Bartram's fourth foul, the 16th foul on Boyd County. Gully gets it into Wallenfeld. She misses the shot underneath the basket, but she's fouled.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. That referee just tried to make a makeup call right there because he's the one that called the technical foul.
So Casey Wallenfels will go to the free throw line for Ashland. The 5'6" senior shoots 56% on the season. Her first trip to the charity stripe, she makes the first one. And that's the first point in what seems like a long time for Ashland.
Yeah, it is.
43-24, the lead down to 19. As Stevens checks back into the lineup for Boyd County for Jordan. So Bartram, Stevens, Opel, Neeson, Biggs on the floor for Boyd County. Wallenfels makes the second free throw. Robinson, Casey, and Lindsay Wallenfels, Sellers, and Martin on the floor for Ashland. 18-point lead for Boyd County. Bartram into the front court. Finds Neese in the lane. She flips it high off the glass and in. Neese with 4 points, and the lead's back to 20. Gully in the front court now for Ashland. Gives it to Wallenfels on the wing. She finds Sellers down in the paint. Turns to her left, puts it up off the glass and in.
Here comes Martin.
Sellers with 9. Neese in the front court for Boyd County. 14-foot jumper left side, no good.
Boyd County just out hustling Ashland.
Ball loose on the floor. A jump ball will be called, and it'll stay with Boyd County.
They want every loose ball, and you can tell they're going after it, Chris. They smell victory.
Jenna Stewart checks back into the lineup for Boyd County, and Michaela Martin checks back in for Lindsay Wallenfels for Ashland. Yeah, and you're right, Reggie. It just seems like they wanted it more, especially here in the second half.
Yep.
There's a turnover. Here comes Robinson into the front court for Ashland. Kicks it in the corner. Sellers fakes a three. Down on the block, puts it up off the glass and in. Ella Sellers in double figures now with 11, and the lead 16. 45-29. Opel walk. No call. Biggs brings it across the timeline. Gets it back to Opel. To Neese. Stewart on the left wing.
Chris, and we're
Sellers. That basketball's out of bounds off of Neese, and I can't believe there wasn't a foul called there, Reggie, honestly.
That was
Sellers
a foul.
fouled. Yeah, she did. And then they'll turn around and call just a touch foul and then let stuff like that go. And that's what gets a game out of control. The players don't even know how to play.
No, but in all fairness, and somebody that's not biased in any way, I'm not affiliated with either one of these schools.
Robinson throws that basketball away.
Boyd County got the calls last night and tonight.
So a full timeout's being taken by Boyd County. We'll take it with them. 3:56 left in the fourth period, 45-29 Boyd County, and we'll be back to Morehead right after this. Boyd County. The second half's been all Boyd County. They led 21-18 at the break, and they've outscored Ashland 24-11 here in the second half.
Chris, shooting for Ashland, this says it all right here. 7 for 34.
21%.
Yep. 4 of 20 from 3-point.
And they're also getting out rebounded by 10, 31-21.
And that's a big stat, too.
Biggs with the basketball, gives it to Opel on the right wing. Sellers takes it away from her. Brings it into the front court, kicks it to Robinson. She backs it out to Wallenfels. 3 on the way, no good. Stewart with the rebound for Boyd County. She gets it to Neese. Neese back to Biggs, and Audrey crosses the timeline at 3:24 left in this basketball game. And we'll have an Ashland foul. That'll be on Kia Robinson. That's her first. 5 team fouls on Ashland, so Boyd County still not in the bonus. And at this point, I don't think it matters. Biggs in the backcourt, brings it across the timeline. Sellers comes out to pick her up. And the 30-second timeout's tucked by Boyd County right on the 3-minute mark. So we'll keep it here. We're going to have a media timeout anyway right after this. So Ella Sellers leads Ashland in scoring with 11. Audrey Biggs leads Boyd County in scoring with 16. And as Reggie said, all you have to do is look at this stat box we've got here with the live stats, and it'll tell you all you need to know. Ashland 7 of 35 from the field for 20%. Boyd County shooting 46% on 18 of 39. Boyd County has out-rebounded Ashland 32-21 as well. And that's not a good combination, Reggie, if you're on Ashland's end.
No, it's not. And Ashland's 11 for 18 from the free throw line. Boyd County's 8 of 10. So, Ashland's shooting 61%. Boyd County shooting 80 from the. So all these stats, all you got to do is look at these stats. Just don't lie.
Well, and 2 things have caused that. as Nice puts a shot up in the lane and good for Boyd County. She has 6 points in the game now. The lead's back to 18. And you referred to it at the top of the game. Ashland misses Kenley Woods.
Big.
And Michaela Martin misses that shot in the lane. And they've missed Michaela Martin inside tonight. She's been in foul trouble most of the night.
Most of the night. And when she has got it down on the block, just like that easy shot there, she's overshot the basket. And you got to have them, Chris. You got to have them easy shots.
Robinson picked up that foul for Ashland. 2:35 left in this basketball game. A media timeout's been called. We'll take it with them. When we come back to Ellis T. Johnson Arena, Boyd County 47, Ashland 29.
If you've been waiting on the new Samsung Galaxy S22 device, then the team at Appalachian Wireless has some good news for you. Appalachian Wireless is launching all Samsung S22 models on sale. Every S22 model will be $150 off normal contract pricing, or take $100 off and we'll pay the taxes on the Appalachian Advantage. Visit one of our retail or dealer locations and on the web, because we don't want you to miss this fantastic deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
(47-29), Boyd County with an 18-point lead, and it's been all lines here in the second half. Coach Pete Fraley and Boyd County will be returning to Rupp Arena to represent the 16th region for the first time since 2018. Opel into the front court now for Boyd County as we approach 2:25 and under now left in this basketball game.
Well, and if you'll remember last year, Chris, Boyd County was really let down after that loss in the regional tournament. They felt like they had the team to do it last year too, and it just didn't work out.
No, Russell beat them handily.
Yes.
In the championship game last year. Jordan goes to the free throw line now for Boyd County. She has 12 points in the game, and she's 2 of 2 from the free throw line this evening. 71.4% on the season. She makes the first one.
She's a good player, I'll tell you that.
She sure is. She had 34 last night for Boyd County. 13 points in this game for Jordan.
And they needed every one of them, too.
They sure did.
Barely got by Menifee. Chris?
Jordan's got 14
You
now.
know, it's a real possibility that if Menifee County wins that game last night, they're going to state tournament.
Yeah, they could have beat Ashland tonight as well. Ashland with the basketball. Robinson to Gully in between the circles. Back to Robinson. She'll tee up a three. It's no good. And Biggs with the rebound.
Boy, she's had a good game tonight.
She sure has. Bartram gets it into the front court for Boyd County. The clock down under 2 minutes.
A lot better game than she even played last night.
Biggs with 16 points and 10 rebounds. And Boyd County leads by 20. And they've held Ashland to 29 points in this game.
Yeah.
And Jordan loses it out of bounds. Lindsay Wallenfels checks back into the lineup for Ashland for Gully.
And Gully had a good 2 first games, but this third game has been a tough game for Gully.
It has. She's not had near as good a game. Matter of fact, she's not scored tonight.
No, and just hasn't.
Kia Robinson playing point now, gets it to Sellers. Sellers puts up a 14-foot jumper, no good. Martin with the rebound. She goes back up in the paint and good. So Martin has 8 points now, and the lead's down to 18, 49-31. Nice gets it into the front court. She'll back it out now and give it to Bartram. Clock down to a minute. As Bartram backs it out. And Boyd County takes a timeout. We'll take it here and get another commercial in. We'll see if it's a 30, it's a 60. So we'll be back to LST Johnson Arena in 60 seconds, 49-31 Boyd County.
For over 40 years, Bank of the Mountains has served Morgan and the surrounding counties, working hard to provide our customers with both friendly service and the financial products they need to make their day-to-day life just a little bit easier. As a family-owned bank, we understand that relationships matter, so we appreciate those that have chosen us to be their bank and invite those that haven't to stop by and see us at any of our 3 locations, West Liberty, Index, or Ezell. Local people, local decisions, local commitment. Bank of the Mountains is proud to be a real community bank.
(49-31) Boyd County with an 18-point lead. They called timeout with 53 seconds left. And Boyd County's emptied the bench now. Mackenzie Moore will inbounds for Boyd County. Ray with the basketball now in between the circles. And we'll have an Ashland foul. I believe that foul will be on Thomas for Ashland. It's on Kiera Black for Ashland, number 5. That's her first. Now Ashland finishes emptying their bench as well. So Jada Ray goes to the free throw line for Boyd County, the 5'4", 7th grader. Shoots 43.8% on the season from the free throw line. And Ray makes the first one. How exciting for that 7th grader to get into this game and score. 50-31, the lead 19. Ray makes them both. She's got 2 points and leads 20. Ashland into the front court, the clock down to 40 seconds now.
Oh, that hurt.
Jump ball called, it'll stay with Ashland. So Duckweiler will inbounds on Ashland's baseline. She gets it into Rogers, and she puts a shot up off the glass and in. Emmy Rogers, the 5'9" freshman, in the scorebook for Ashland. And the lead's 18, 51-33.
Chris, when you think about it, really, I mean, some of these schools have 1,800, 2,000 kids go to school. And then when you get to see a school like Menifee that come here last night and played Boyd, that probably has 200 high school students, it's hard not to root for that little small team versus that big team.
3 ball up and no good by Black, and the rebound goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Ashland. So 8.9 seconds is all we've got left now. And that shot's up off the glass and in for Arena Gully. The 5'9", 8th grader scores. And that'll be the final bucket of the 16th region tournament. Your final score here at LST Johnson Arena, the Boyd County Lions 51, the Ashland Kittens 35. So congratulations to Coach Pete Fraley and the Boyd County Lady Lions. For the first time since 2018, they will advance to Rupp Arena to represent the 16th region next week in the girls' Sweet 16 tournament. They will play on Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. Boyd County will play the winner of Region 3, and should they advance to pass the first round, they will play Friday afternoon at 1:30. They will play the winner of Region 6 versus Region 5. So Boyd County will be playing in the state tournament at 11 a.m. on Wednesday morning. They will represent the 16th region. And we'll keep it right here as I'm sure the presentation of trophies and everything's going to take place here in just a minute, and we'll cover all of that. And then I'll give you the final official statistics of this championship game.
Who's the MVP for the tournament, Chris?
Well, I'm going to tell you, based on the semifinals and finals, I'm going to go off the wall a little bit, Reggie. I think Aubrey Biggs will probably get it, but I'm going to say Jasmine Jordan's who I'd give it to. She had 34 last night. She comes back with 14 tonight. Biggs had 16 tonight. Let's see what she had last night.
I agree with you. I think the MVP of this tournament is Jordan for Boyd County.
Biggs had 14 last night, 16 tonight. Jordan had 34 last night and 14 tonight. But now I would say that Aubrey Biggs will get it, but Jordan would have my vote. Let's take a look at some of the statistics, and I'll stop here if they start presenting the awards until they get done. We'll try to wrap this up here as quick as we can. Final scoring in the game. Had 11 points on 3 of 7 shooting from the floor, 1 of 6 from behind the three-point line, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. And Sellers had 6 rebounds to go with her 11 points. Casey Wallenfels with 11 on 3 of 7 shooting from the floor, 3 of 5 from behind the three-point line. Perfect at the free throw line, 2 of 2, and 3 rebounds to go with her 11 points. 8 points from Michaela Martin on 2 of 7 shooting from the floor, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, and Martin had 3 rebounds to go with her 8 points. Ashland had 2 players with 2 points each. Number 25, Ariana Gully with 2 points. She hit her only shot in the game, had 1 rebound to go with those 2 points. Emmy Rogers with 2 points. She hit her only shot of the game as well. And 1 point for Kenley Woods on 1 of 4 from the free throw line. And Kenley had 2 assists in only 6 minutes of action tonight. That rounds out your 35 points in scoring for Ashland. For Boyd County, they were led in scoring by Aubrey Biggs with 16 points on 5 of 14 shooting from the floor, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Biggs with a double-double, pulling down 10 rebounds to go with her 16 points. Jasmine Jordan with 14 on 5 of 8 from the floor, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. And Jordan had 6 rebounds to go with her 14 points. Isabella Opel with 7 on 3 of 4 from the floor. She had 2 rebounds to go with those 7 points. Emily Neese with 6 on 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. 4 points for Sophia Stevens. Stevens was 2 of 4 from the floor and had 4 rebounds to go with her 4 points. 2 points for Taylor Bartram on 1 of 2 shooting from the floor. Taylor had 4 rebounds to go with her 2 points. Jada Ray with 2 points. They was at the charity stripe, and that rounds out the 51 points in scoring for Boyd County. Team statistics for Ashland, and this will tell you what you need to know. Ashland shot 24% from the floor for the game on 10 of 42, 17% from behind the three-point line, 4 of 23, 61% from the charity stripe on 11 of 18. The Kittens committed 11 turnovers. Boyd County converted those into 8 points, 24 rebounds for Ashland, 16 on the defensive end, 5 second chance points, 5 bench points, 10 points in the paint. No fast break points, no blocks, 6 steals, and 6 assists on Ashland's 10 buckets. Boyd County shot 48% on 19 of 40, 17% from downtown on 1 of 6, 80% from the free throw line on 12 of 15. They had 11 turnovers that Ashland converted into 9 points. Boyd County out-rebounded Ashland 34-24. 28 of those 34 rebounds were defensive. 6 second chance points, 6 bench points, 22 points in the paint, no fast break points, 1 block, 7 steals, and 12 assists on the 19 field goals for Boyd County. This game was tied 4 times. We had 4 lead changes. Boyd County's largest lead was 20 at 51-31. Ashland's largest lead was 2 in the first period at 6-4. Ashland and Boyd County scored 12 points each in the first period. Boyd County outscored Ashland 9-6 in the second period and 30-17 in the second half for your final score of 51-35.
With the awards for the cheerleaders. Cheerleading club were such during the first round games of the tournament to determine an NBA team winner and runner-up. The runner-up in the cheerleading competition, Ashley Blanchard.
should be able to go through the app and you just have to sign in through your camera.
Our next presentation goes to the runner side. This year's exciting tournament. The kids of Ashland Glacier. Next, we have the game ball presented to Ashland coach Bill Bradley with our recognition. Congratulations, Morgan County. At this time, we want to recognize 16th Region KHSAA Player of the Year and this basketball nominee from West Carter High School, Ally Stone. Congratulations, Ally. We next recognize the members of the 16th Region All-Tournament team in no particular order. From Menifee County, Shaylin Baker.
I got it.
From Russell, Shaylin Steele.
For us. So we hit 2 threes and then we fouled up in one shot.
We will move on. If any of our award winners are still coming down, come on down to the floor. But we will move on. Recognizing from Graceland High School, Emma Picklesheimer. From Morehead County, Jenna Hampton. From West Carter, Ally Stone. From Menifee County, Kelsey Woodard. We will move on from Brown County, Haven Ford. From Boyd County, Audrey Biggs. From Ashland Blazer, Michaela Martin. From Ashland, Ella Zeller. From Boyd County, Taylor Barker. From Ashland, Casey Wallenfeld. And from Boyd County, Jasmine Jordan. And our final award goes to the most valuable player of this year's tournament from Boyd County, Audrey Biggs. This concludes our award presentation. And we thank you for your attendance.
So that's all of the award ceremony here for the 16th Region Tournament Championship. Menifee County, I believe, placed 3 players on the all-tournament team. Taylor Parks, Shaylin Baker, and Kelsey Woodard. Your MVP of the tournament's Audrey Biggs for Boyd County. So again, your final score here in the championship game this evening, Boyd County 51, Ashland 35. Boyd County advances to the girls' Sweet 16 in Rupp Arena. They'll play at 11 a.m. next Wednesday morning, and we wish them the best of luck in the Sweet 16 at Lexington. So we'll be off the air tomorrow. We'll be back here Monday evening. We switch to boys semifinal action. Boyd County and Round County will play in the first game of the semifinals on Monday evening. Boyd County the champions of the, or Boyd County the runners-up of the 64th district, and Round County the champions in the 61st district. And then in the nightcap, the Ashland Tomcats, the champions of the 64th district, will take on the champions of the 61st district, Coach Bart Williams, and the Bath County Wildcats. We'll have both of those games here on MTTV Channel 2. Tip-off of the first game is at 6:30. We'll be on the air at 6:15 on Monday evening. So wherever you've been across our viewing area this evening in Elliott, Morgan, Menifee, Wolf, and parts of Bath County, or if you've been watching us on YouTube, wherever you may be, thanks for having us with you wherever you've been for a couple of hours. We hope you've enjoyed this game as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you, and we'll be back here at Ellis T. Johnson Arena on Monday evening. Until then, this is Chris Dickerson saying good night, everyone, and have a pleasant evening.